I'm Scott with Marc's Mobility. Today we're unboxing the Buzzaround CarryOn HD. This is a heavy-duty folding scooter, so stay tuned. This is the Buzzaround CarryOn HD by Golden Technologies. This is their heavy-duty, lightweight folding scooter. This is good for travel, for individuals rated up to 400 pounds. So this is a heavy-duty folding scooter. So I'm going to start while unboxing it. We're going to get our knife. We're going to cut the tape holding the box. I would recommend cutting the sides first. I don't want you cutting into the unit. Once you cut the sides, we lift this up. And then you can cut down the middle carefully. So I see on top here we have our owner's manual, and do cut carefully. I do see that you could slice through the owner's manual if you did go too deep. So we have our owner's manual on top, and it has some safety instructions. We also have our golden flag. All golden scooters come with a flag. In this box, we also have our charger, and we have our blue shrouds. So these come shipped with the red color installed already. You can pop those out and stick the blue on. And for an upcharge, you can get a bunch of other colors. They have 6 or 8 other colors that if you want. That's not blue or red, but you do come with blue and red. And that's it for the top. We're going to remove this piece of foam. And now we can see the scooter. I'm going to tilt it up so you can see what I'm looking at. So you can see it's just kind of resting in there. It's pretty much assembled already, which is really nice. Except the seat is separate. So I'm going to go ahead and lift the seat and take the seat off. Set it to the side. Then I'll remove this foam. And then in this rear piece of foam is our battery. It's being stored in this foam case to keep it protected. Then on this side, but I think the easiest way to do this is if you have someone capable, you can reach in and pick this up. This is about 50, I want to say it's about 52 pounds, the front section. If not, what I would recommend, let me move this out of the way, is grabbing your knife. Once everything's clear from this other side, we're going to cut the corners of the box. So we can bring this down, and now we can just roll it out. So I'm going to lift this corner up and just kind of drive it out. There we go. Underneath that, we have our folding basket that mounts on the front of the scooter. And we have our 2 armrests. Really in there. And that is everything in the box of the scooter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment, I'm going to clean up all this packing material. We're going to get to assembling the scooter. Not assembled. Now we've got everything unboxed. We got our flag, our charger. It actually had a little cup holder as well in one of the foams, so I checked to make sure you get that. We got our seats, our spare battery. Our main battery is already in the unit, and this is the main unit. Our 2 arms and our front basket. Now this one functions very similar to the other Buzzaround CarryOn, the lightweight scooter that has a 300-pound capacity. This one has the 400-pound capacity, but it folds the same way. So we're going to start by lifting our tiller up. There's a yellow handle here. You're going to pull in, and then it's spring-loaded, or piston. It's got a piston on it, and you can bring it right up. Now this is our seat mount. We are going to lift this up until it clicks. Just like that. So that's locked in place. Now, before I put the seat on, I'm going to check the battery here. There's a button that says push. We're going to push that. And that's how you take the battery out. So here's our battery. I'm just making sure that there's nothing blocking it or preventing it from connecting, but it looks good. One thing to note is you have a charging port in the battery, so you can take this out of your scooter, bring it inside, and charge it. This is your lithium battery. I believe it's a 12.5 amp battery, and then they give you a 6.5 amp spare battery. These are both airline approved. So I'm going to stick that back in. We do the back first, and then just push it down, it snaps in place. Got a nice little rear storage container too. This conveniently is big enough to hold your spare battery, so you can fold that down or up. And now we're going to mount the seat. So this is our seat. It's an 18 wide by 16 inch deep seat. Then all it does is this little post is going to go right in here, and then it just latches itself down. Just like that, and it doesn't come up unless you pull that yellow handle up front. That's how you take the seat off. The seat's about 20 pounds. Very easy to install and uninstall. Latches in place just like that. Now we're going to add the arms onto the seat. To install the arms, this is where they're going to slide on. You have this hole on the side. You have a right and a left hand side, so you can't really mix them up. So basically what you do, and these are adjustable by the way, there's an outer position and an inner position. You're going to tilt the arm back like this and see how it slides on freely. Once you get it on, well, once you push all the way down, you'll just push it forward. There will be a little resistance, but then it will flatten out once it locks in. So this is the inner position. To bring it to the outer position, we're going to go back to where we were, slide it out further. There is a slot in the middle that doesn't lock, so you'll see you don't really want that one. But we're going to go out to the outer position. I missed it. Right there. Push it down and it locks in. So now the arm gives you an extra inch or so. So that's how you adjust the arm, so you can do outer or inner. Or you could also use that to take the arms off. It's very easy, you just do that. Slide them off if you do have to get through like a cruise ship door or something like that. This is our front basket. It is folding and it has a little latch here. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift that latch. That releases it so you can unfold the basket. Then the little bottom falls down. Then we just slide it onto this bracket right here. Latches just like that. Next we're going to mount the cup holder. In the cup holder bag you have your actual cup holder. It gives you a cane holder too. It's not very big, but it mounts on the other side the exact same way the cup holder does. They give you an Allen wrench for these screws here. And then that's also where you're going to find your main keys. So I'm going to stick this in the ignition so I don't lose it. But to get the cup holder in, we're going to take these two screws out. They do give you an Allen wrench. I'm going to use this set just because it's a little easier for me, but they do give you the wrench for these. So we'll take these out. And then your cup holder mounts where those threaded holes are. You're going to push these through. Right here and here. Then that's how you mount the cup holder. There we go, our cup holder is mounted. Same thing with the cane holder, you can pick which side you want. I got the cup holder on the right. The cane holder mounts the exact same way with your screws going through here, and then you're going to undo this clip. Then your second screw goes through here, but this goes on the other side. You can do right side or left side. Your scooter also comes with a golden flag. It looks like this. You can do it like this, or you can actually, there's an extension that they give you, but the flag just goes into this threaded pouch on the left-hand side. You just slide it in, and it stays just like that. So finally, before we turn the scooter on and start driving it, there's two quick things we need to do. So first thing, we have to put the fuse in. This is underneath the seat. I took the seat off so you can see. We're going to unscrew this little cover here. Take that off. And we have to install this fuse into the unit. So we have a fuse here. I'm going to use some needle nose pliers for it just because my fingers aren't that small. And what we're going to do is just slide it into that slot there. And push it in. They do give you a spare if there's any issues. As well as, one thing I like that these golden Buzzarounds do is on the other side of the cover, If your scooter has an error, it'll flash a certain number of times, and this actually gives you all of your flash codes, so you can self-diagnose anything. If you just have any questions or your scooter's going through issues, just check this little cover and it'll tell you what those codes mean. So now I'm going to put this back in, make sure that's secure. Then the other thing I want to cover is neutral. So the scooter has electromagnetic brakes, meaning while it's not in operation, it will not roll out on you. So if you ever need to freewheel this, let's say the battery dies or whatever reason you have to transport it, it's kind of hard to see, but it's under this basket. There's a little lever with a line and a circle. So if you push this button towards the line, that allows you to freewheel the scooter. The scooter will not drive while in neutral. So you do have to make sure you turn this engages those electromagnetic brakes is what this is. So you want to put it at the circle. That allows you to drive the scooter and it will not push. Another cool thing I noticed is there's this little plastic box on your storage container that actually covers your neutral lever. So if you put something in this basket, it's not going to accidentally flip it into neutral while you're driving. So that's the two things I wanted to cover before we turn the scooter on and get going. Now that I've done those two things, I turn the power on and I do have power to the scooter and it will drive. The last thing I want to mention is you have your colored shrouds. In this unit, so they actually have little Phillips screws on the side. So underneath the scooter, there's little ports with screws that are holding these in. I like that better. They're less likely to pop out while you're driving. They're a little bit harder to install than some other ones that just have little tabs, but I think this secures them a lot better. So that is how to do those. There might be a video on that in the future. But this has been the unboxing and assembly of the new Buzzaround CarryOn HD. This is the heavy-duty folding scooter by Golden Technologies. So if you're interested in this scooter, give us a call or click the link below. I will have a link to this product page on our website for any pricing or anything like that. If you have any questions, just give us a call. And please like and subscribe. It really helps out our channel. Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.